Okay, hi there, YouTube. As promised in my last video, I was going to make the Autobot Fortress Maximus. Now, first of all, I gotta apologize. I turned around and said he was the largest robot. He is not. That's obviously Unicron and Primus. But the largest, shall we say, Earthbound or Earth-stationed robot is actually Fortress Maximus. Now, I mentioned earlier that he was going to be something like 550 blocks wide, 924 blocks long, and 312 blocks tall. Well, I came across a problem. I had to scale him down, and that was only due to the fact that you cannot go higher than 130 some if you go from the bedrock up, because above 100 there's a certain height limit. So as you can see, it says Fortress Maximus 2, but I figured I'd give you a brief idea here of just about how immense this guy is going to be. Now, I turned around, rain. Okay, that's better. I gotta remember to, nope, I don't have that on. I gotta remember to find out how to permanently shut that off for now. So as you can tell, right now it's just a big body of water. I don't have them built yet. I'll show you what I do have done. Alright, you see this giant, might as well call it a dam, because that's basically what it is. If you go over here, and this is going to take a moment to render. It took me quite a while to get this dug out. I did not actually physically dig this. I used the wand command in the world edit commands in the single player mods. This is okay. I got a lot of animals spawning down here. Shut fly off. Ooh. And make some noise for a little bit. There we go. Now, as you can see, if I stand back here, I'll go back to the wall and, oops, do something here. Sound may be a hair too loud, so we'll do this. Okay. I'm standing at the back wall, and as you can see, you cannot see the other wall, and I got the rendering distance on far, I believe. Yeah. And you can't see the other wall. Okay. That's because this is how big this guy is going to be. Now, it ended up being like, I got written down here. It ended up being 184. I had to actually scale him down, so he's actually third of the scale that I was originally going to do it at. So he's actually 184 front to back. Is that right? No. I'm sorry. He's 184 side to side. He's 308 front to back, and 104 tall. Now, actually, if you think about it, each square is a meter, or I should say each cube is a meter. So you're actually looking at a width of 184 meters, a length of, or a depth of 308 meters, and a height of 104. So you can imagine this thing is going to be huge. And to show you, bring this up real quick. Yeah, I can replace that with the wand tool. All right, show you with the map. Seeing I'm dead center, it'll turn and draw it all out practically. Now, like I said, this took quite a while, even with the single player command wand tool. Now, the biggest problem I had is that you can't do a change of more than about 1,000,000 blocks. You can get a little bit more than 1,000,000 blocks, but other than that, the system will crash. The game will crash because Java is only allowed so much memory, and you turn around and use it. There, you finally start seeing the end of it. And you start using that memory, and I actually did it once where I did a quarter of this, and I turned around and used the air command to make it air, and it literally took 5 minutes for it to set everything and tell me, oh, I'm out of memory. So, and mind you, this is a quad-core system. I had everything with my little meter I have on my other screen. It was maxed out. Memory, cores, everything. So,
needless to say.
Okay, junk. I don't mind if one junkyard shows up, but when you get a bunch of them, they get really loud. But yeah, this is how big he is. And as you can see, even by looking at the map, that is like, what, maybe 1/8 of the map that's visible on this screen. And as you can see, I have red, white, blue, gray walls, some glass blocks, the power and mine rails, the I forgot what they were, redstone torches, and regular rails. Now, as you notice, they say 111. In case you've...
Needless to say, keep gaming.
Shut up, junk. Needless to say, get the right way, okay. You can't stack normally 111 items. It's limited to 64. So what I actually did is I found out that if you go in here and we'll pick out dirt. If you hold the shift key down and you left click on something, it comes up as 111. Now, the nice thing is, as you place one, it goes down to 110, then it automatically regenerates back to 111. So it's like infinite. Oh my goodness, I have a wolf pack. And there's 8 of them. Well, I hate to say it, I'm not going to attempt to try to catch these guys. So, yeah, this is just to give you a quick update. This is the base. And I'm actually down below the grass is actually bedrock. I could not go any deeper. It's cleared from, let's see, I'm at, Y is at 8. I got it cleared all the way up to 112, I think, which gives me 104 spaces to build, but there's a little bit more leeway up there. Now, I'm hoping to get this built and done before the 1.7 update gets hit, because I sort of like the ideas that they have shown in their preview videos of the pistons, where you push on a pressure plate and it sort of makes an invisible door open, and it slides in and it slides to the side. I sort of like that idea. So I'm hoping to get this built. If I don't get it done before 1.7 comes out, I'm not going to update until I get it done. Because I think the hidden doors would look really, really slick on a couple of these areas. Now, whether I turn around and make it that Fortress is actually fully functional where I can walk around in him and whatnot, I do not know yet. I do know I'm thinking about, once I get Fortress made, I might have a surprise with a couple other Transformers in vehicle mode if I can do them. And if you've seen what Fortress Maximus looks like, he's got 2 launching ramps. I'm actually thinking about, if I can build a couple of the Autobots, I'm thinking about putting them on the launching ramps. If not, then I'm not going to be too worried about it. but there will at least be one or two. I'm hoping, aiming for one in particular.
Anything is possible when you stop being
Yeah, I'm not being retarded, Gassy.
Anything is possible when you stop being
And in case you didn't catch on the other video, you're excused, Gassy. That was not me. They did fix the audio on Gassy. They did add a couple they added Chilled Chaos and another Nova. As far as I know, right now it's just Nova and Seamus do not have the voices yet. And well, I'm getting a little bit of a frame drop.
Anything is possible when you stop being retarded.
That's not bad. I got all this and I'm running 30 frames. When this stuff rendered, it was hitting 0 frames. So now Wolf's looking at Gassy like, okay, whatever. So yeah.
Anything is possible when you stop being retarded.
Give you an idea. We'll do a quick aerial view here. And the wall is all steel. I turned around and figured, you know, I could have kept it natural, but I figured steel, you know, Autobots, Cybertronians, whatever. They're mechanical. They're made out of metal. And for those of you who played Minecraft in the early stages, that looks like a beta hole. I actually literally had a beta hole appear just because of the fact of how much this is rendering out. So, but yeah, the only thing I got to figure out is which way I'm going to come in. I sort of want to keep, I'm thinking about keeping the back over here against the water, and then have the ramps and everything that direction. Mainly because I'm going to do a minecart train system, sort of like I did in my original Grimlock world. And I can't really do it from that direction because it's the ocean. Well, I could be sneaky and do a glass block tunnel and whatnot. But yeah, that gives you an idea of just how large this guy is going to be. I worked on clearing this out last night. I started at like, I don't know, the Creature Talk show was over at 11. I started probably about midnight, and I went to almost 7 o'clock this morning doing this. And before anybody asks, no, I did not call off work. I unfortunately got laid off, so that is part of the reason why I decided to turn around and start doing these. But yeah, it's fun. I might actually put this on hold for a little while. I might actually try to fire up a game on Steam and see if I can get some online stuff going on. But yeah, it's I hate that. Let that filter out here for a second. In case if anybody wonders what that is, I figured it out. That's actually the recording of the steps that you do when you're in fly mode, as if you were walking on blocks. And when you actually touch the ground, it actually catches up. But yeah. But this is it for my update. And I got a bunch of creatures trapped. So, I bid you goodbye, and I hopefully will have a couple updates shortly on how well this is going. So this is WLJK, and I'll catch you guys later.